Hello, friends, and welcome. Today I have for you an interesting fountain pen, and I will call it an affordable fountain pen. I bought this fountain pen used, and I paid only $2 for it. It is a metallic fountain pen, and it's made by a firm in Romania that is called Daco. When I bought this fountain pen, I looked at the top of the cap and I said to myself, this looks familiar. And indeed, it looks familiar because I recently bought this Pelikan Jazz Elegance fountain pen. And you can see that the end of their caps is quite similar. It has the same ending of the cap, and even the clip is very similar. If we put them together side by side, we can see that the Pelikan Jazz is slightly more longer than this Daco fountain pen. Of course, my opinion is that both of these fountain pens are made by Chinese manufacturers. When they reach the European Union, they simply reassemble them and do the branding. Daco and Pelikan. Of course, this is just an hypothesis of mine because when I bought this fountain pen on the cardboard package, it didn't say where it was manufactured. But this costs you 5 euros. So at this price point, and being a metallic fountain pen, I believe it is made in China. Also, this black one that we will see today, it is a metallic fountain pen. It has this friction fit cap, the same as the Pelikan, and we will look closely at them, and you can see that both of them have steel nibs. The steel nib of the Pelikan is imprinted with the Pelikan logo, and the other one, it has no imprints on it and no breathing hole, just those decorative lines. The grip section is also made out of metal, and the barrel is a screw fit. So at the Daco you can see metal and metal, and also the same interesting characteristic we have on the Pelikan Jazz Elegance. I have here an international cartridge, and I will insert it in the Daco fountain pen. You can see it fits. Now I will wait for the ink to come. Look, it flows, but I will leave it for a period of time because I want to do a side-by-side comparison. So this is the Romanian Daco fountain pen made in China. This is the Pelikan Jazz Elegance made in also China, I think. And I have a German fountain pen, a reformed calligraph from the 1980s. And I have also some affordable fountain pens from a set you will see reviewed on my channel, the WMZ fountain pens. These fountain pens are made especially for the jumbo Greek stores that have stores in Romania. You can see them side by side. You can see that both Pelikan and Daco are quite slim fountain pens, but they are much heavier than the other fountain pens that are made out of plastic. Being heavy, it's quite an advantage because you can drop them and they resist more than these plastic ones. But it could also be a disadvantage if you plan to write long sessions. I will leave on the screen before the writing sample some dimensions of this fountain pen, and mm, maybe I will compare the dimensions of this fountain pen with the Pelikan fountain pen because they are quite similar in design. Let us see if it is okay for the writing sample. No. You know the procedure. I will apply gentle pressure on the cartridge. And you can see that now it writes. I don't know if I insert it correctly, but I push and surely this is an international size cartridge, so it should work. Now I'm ready to write something with it. So this is the Daco fountain pen. This is a Romanian firm, but I believe that this pen is made in China. This is a metallic fountain pen, metallic. It has a steel nib, and I think that it is a medium nib. It uses ink cartridges, but also you can use an ink converter. Maybe I will test if it's compatible with the converter. Just for a comparison, let's see how the Pelikan. So we have different inks. This is a cartridge provided by Pelikan. So this is a Pelikan fountain pen. It is also metallic. It has white pearl, beautiful color. This is a German firm, but I think that this fountain pen is made in China. It also has a steel nib, and I think it's also an M, a medium nib. And if I remember correctly, I know for sure that it's an M nib because it was marked on the package. And also, you can use ink cartridges with this one. And I think you can adapt also an ink converter. Okay, so this was my little review of this Daco fountain pen. It is quite an elegant fountain pen, quite a resistant fountain pen being a metallic fountain pen. The only thing I don't like about it, let's test the clip, yes, it's functional, is this friction fit cap, and you can see the nib does a decent job. I'm not a fan of the friction fit cap, but remember, this is a used pen. I paid only $2 for it, So I think it deserves a little review. And also for my Romanian subscribers, if you have the money, you can buy the Daco fountain pen. I believe that it is priced the same as the Pelikan or maybe cheaper, but I couldn't find this specific model. I don't know if it's still in production. But if you want a smaller fountain pen, you could go for Daco. If you want a brand, you could go for Pelikan. It depends on your budget. But those are quite similar fountain pens. I don't know if they are made by the same manufacturer, but look at their design. They are they are quite similar in design. Thank you very much, guys, for watching another episode of my series of affordable school fountain pens. Please subscribe, leave comments and questions, and I will try to answer them all. Till we see each other, I wish you to have a nice day. Thank you and bye bye.